Remember that your blood show, my friend Shwami. Oh, welcome back to the Blood Samurai 7 channel, and today we are back at it again with Final Fantasy XVI. Gonna go ahead and continue our story and figure out what the fuck is good old Torgal. I mean, I know what he is. He's the blood of Fenrir, which means he's a magic wolf. Sought to Denise
I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
Desiree, my bad.
Your benefactors are a generous lot. All yours. Come again. I may have more for you.
Torgal's doing pretty good. He's almost leveled up.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
Excellent.
Jill looked white as a sheep.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and, seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other?
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
Hold on.
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot, starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them. Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
We have everything we need to begin work in earnest.
And work in earnest we shall!
Thanks for before, son. That was a good deed you did me. Only right I do you one in return. Though I did wonder if I'd bit off more than I could chew when Mid showed me her plans for the place. If she hadn't been there to tell me what to do, I wouldn't have known where to start.
I think I'll wait till Mid's away to take a talk.
How may I help you today, Clive? I'll be here waiting.
How are you doing? Anything catch your eye? Seen enough?
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive, I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
For your trouble. It was a pleasure, in hindsight. Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favourite uncle is here! The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. The Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmex will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmex to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, Your Radiance, I shall depart at once. May Greeka forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
The little uns have been up to their old...
It's just one thing after another around here.
Well, fuck me. Never thought I'd see the dear Lord Byron Rossfield of the Seven High Houses came to tea.
Ah, my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you. It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So it was the Waludas who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned, and where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Ah, my favorite pupil. What is it that you wish to learn? Here's the latest information I have. Here you are. The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
It's finished. Outfitting her little workshop right here.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The Lanza and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure. I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
Over here! Kill!
Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Get him! Attack! Go to him! Get him! Kill!
Who do you think those soldiers were, I mean?
So, Lord Cook has
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal?
Would you rather be my squire?
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you!
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
Come on.
Friend.
No 12-hour shift tonight.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Friend. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
It's the outlaw. Take it.
Try it.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
It's you.
For your trouble.
Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Clive? What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Rawlers said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on with...
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. we've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Cid. Cid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamil is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Light it, for Gilbert's sake, for a bearer.
Anything I can help you with, travelers? Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No. I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Cid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience, believe you me.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal. How many times?
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a long-standing...
Then you should ask further. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually...
Thank you, kind... Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furder knows.
Sweet incense! Wax candles!
Excuse me. Are you Furder?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the Desert Hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around?
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Farewell. Over here. Get him. Over here. Torgal, kill. All yours, Torgal. Get him. Attack. This one. Torgal, kill. Die.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Ferda?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Kneaded to a silken softness.
Take a sniff, good sir.
My carpets have...
Is this the place?
Lubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss. Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Ferda told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff!
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle. I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil. Excuse me.
You've heard?
I've heard rumor.
Damn thief. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to us and it is...
Do you have a...
Depends what for.
Just a question.
Well, that's a minute.
A deposit.
Information.
The
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
You wouldn't believe how much he gave me.
What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm...
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
You have...
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to him. No, just leave, will you?
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
My carpets have pride of place.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
It's you. What do you want?
I'm looking for my pal.
The gentleman who was with you?
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to...
All right. I'm sure, but not he.
What do you do? Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey, and I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by... I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion... They took me aside and said they could procure the crystalline...
So the pearl was your...
I thought they'd asked for more. A small price, but in...
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to... Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over... I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off...
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then. Just as you arranged. And put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show, one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support, if things turn sour.
Of course.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
All yours, Torgal. This one. Torgal, kill. Now, Torgal. This one.
I'll take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your
all the silver and...
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon.
Of course.
Not bad at all. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing.
Royalists, eh? What brings...
Why? To collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. And
Did you...
My lord!
Double-crossing dog. Kill them! Kill them both!
It's not over yet, Uncle! Good! I'm just getting warmed up! This way! Over here! Now, Torgal! Go, Torgal! Go, Torgal! Get him! Over here! Go, Torgal! Kill! Attack! Go, Torgal! This one! Get him! Sick him! Over here! Torgal, kill! Torgal! All yours, Torgal! Over here! Attack! Well, that wasn't too... How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice.
Greybeard, you were magnificent. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly. Buying one's...
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well...
Indeed, the people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men. Until you two... Well, we'd better get these crystals back. It occurs to me that I still...
Clive.
So, well, Clive. To tell the truth, those facts...
Am I...
No. Here. Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of...
Thank you.
And please, feel free. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Omia lostelan. Tuis Achilles.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe...
Thank you.
Not at all.
Come on, Uncle.
The finest fabric! Fresh
The most
from the
fragrant
earth.
herbs and spices.
Kneaded to a silken softness.
Plates and pots! Everything I've worked for. All I'm...
All...
One my...
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
My carpets have pride of place.
You wish to talk? I'm honored. Don't be a stranger.
I've never even forged a button. Oh, so I'm two people. You want? Never.
I know. So, the way we need your...
Let's that. Alt or
Let's...
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I'd better get to it.
The finest fabric!
It was make a fine gift for...
Well,
I need...
you...
So,
Give me...
so...
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Just look at the...
Hanging lantern. Ha! They've opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
A 1,000 gil for a meal. I'll be asking for you again.
Fucking man of the wrong.
I need to drink. You're going to drink my pockets. So,
is it true what I'm hearing?
Yeah,
Take a sniff,
they're quite
sir.
sought
You'll
after.
be transported.
Luca has several similar pieces in his collection.
Kneaded to a silken softness.
Plates and pots! Bowls and...
Sweet incense. What?
If you can't even fill my cup. Made from the stoutest stoneware.
My carpets have pride of place in...
Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Here, have a taste.
Plates and pots! Bowls and basins!
I'll be asking for you again.
It's all the fault of this blasted war. The moment they find out you're from the
The baths are, closed for scrubbing. Please bear with us a little longer.
The most fragrant herbs and spices.
Finest fabric!
Is it true what I'm hearing?
I can't let anyone in until I've cleaned up the mess you and your friend made.
You're going to drink my pockets dry, then just up and leave?
Why, yes.
I need to drink.
Fucking men of the wrong.
If you can't even fill my cup.
Sorry.
Has to be nice.
Thank you. So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Good day, my lord. Here you are. My thanks. Anything else I can take off your hands? Pleasure trading with you. Thank you kindly. Thank you for your custom.
Well, we can make our way back to the...
Hanging lanterns, keep the doctors... Silver platters, made from the stoutest stoneware. Kneaded to a silken softness.
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable.
I didn't have much luck either. All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy, and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalamil remark. But that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No.
No doubt you're right. I have to make a start soon.
Agreed.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely. With the trouble is, it's either durable, or meaning someone is going to be disappointed.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. A merchant, a favourite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia.
Any luck?
Well, I asked her, but...
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master, they're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation. Never knew that adamantite ore is unique to ash, so doesn't come...
And it's beyond...
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil?
So, what are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife.
If it's cheap metal you're using. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out...
Bloody hell! I don't suppose you know that...
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been...
Looks like I've got some learning, Clive. I hate...
The limestone? Fine. I can hardly abandon you now. Besides...
You'll have...
Then I...
Right. So, do you crush it up, or just...
Well, this is no good.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
The finest fabric!
The most fragrant herbs. Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Made from the stoutest stoneware. Hanging lanterns, keep it up.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Luke?
Where is it?
To Drake's Fang.
Then allow me to... Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royal... Talmeki and Waloed are allies, and as you have seen, they're sold... But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a...
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. My man on the inside of the Fang has... I fear there may be more trouble lying in... If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will stop...
I don't plan on dying.
Well, so look.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
lock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Suffer needs.
Come on, girl. The gate's open now. We can press on.
What the hell are those things?
By the flames. That explains the heat. Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
Well, this is no good. I was hoping to get out of the heat for a little while.
Wasn't sure how much, but I hope this is enough.
You are one of the good ones, you know. You and that merchant both. She's got quite a gift for teaching, that one. Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for. That'll do, I reckon. A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalamil. Her spirit, if you will.
It's a fine-looking blade.
I only hope Master Lubor agrees.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well. I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalamil?
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
What do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalamil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number 1 in any business, Sava. Know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable. But only just. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will. Thank you. I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
There goes a master, all right.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalamil had nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
You've passed your test. That's all that matters. You'll have a forge of your own in no time.
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
The finest fabric!
Take a sniff, good sir. Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Made from the stoutest stone.
There he is.
Won't you, man?
I was hoping we'd be seeing you again. The baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business.
I'm glad to hear it. Not what I expected, that's for certain.
You tell a fine story.
That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh? That's something new to worry about. But I've burdened you with my worries enough already. Here, a small something by way of thanks. Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged.
What do you need? What's that for you, dear? It'd last you a good while. Anything else?
Sid's go. Find Cooker and finish the job.
Who's this blue blood?
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
Let's go.
Yeah!
Back to the stables, girl.
Over here!
time to fight. All right.
Over here! Whoa! Get out, my boy! Now, Torgal! Sick!
Let's go.
Yeah!
Be safe. Well, Clive. Looks like we're gonna need an even bigger sword. This one.
should have stayed in its shell.
Well, this is no good. I was hoping to get out of the heat for a little while.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
The finest fabric!
The most fragrant herbs.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Plates and pots!
Sweet incense! What
We should get going soon.
Get that damned wagon fixed! Unless you'd rather our men in Dalamil starved.
The axle's gone, Captain. There's nothing I can do.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know. Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
I'm coming for you, Kupka.
Fuck! What have they stored? What has that gutter rat done to me? Out of my sight, witch! I'll kill you, Rosfield! I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust!
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
Fuck!
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
The heart.
What of it?
A Mother Crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo? Clive Rosfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon. Like Benedicta Harmon. She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
did. Benedicto. Benedict. I'll do it. My love. I'll avenge you.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the light. Right. Muthos is here. Very well, it shall be so. You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
Did the Royalists bring them from Ash? Are the Beastmen part of the Waluda army now? How the hell did that happen? They spotted us. We're getting off. Over here! Taken over the entire mine. Get him! This one. So much for the men of the Rock. Dalmekia's finest.
Looks down at his heart. This is giant. No. You took away your powers to free. What the fuck? Well, sorry.
This one. Go to him. Get him. This one.
No, when you beat me, you talk loud. Your aura goes up. Because they, and then your game crashes. You gotta load it up. Game crashes. You gotta load it up again. She confronts you as why? Are you trying to come back to your team? You killed everyone. Are you telling me you want me to reset everything? I remember watching Jack do it over and over and over again. Never testify how he does it best. Like, Jack actually feels the mix. Jack? Next with Artia?
Animals. You should never have left Ash. Get him. Get him. Get him. Attack! This one. Attack! Get him! This one. Over here. Ogles, kill. Go for it. Stay down. Get him. Sick him. This must be the way out. I won't be sneaking past this one. How did it get in here?
Quick question, when you get ready for work? What? You are so quiet.
By the flames. Come on, Torgal. Coop could never
Yay, you sound so far away.
As if taking the mother crystal for his own.
Today being informed that my headphones sound so far away.
Wasn't enough. He had to build his castle.
How's this, Justin?
Yeah, no, I kind of feel like an asshole now.
Why?
They're gonna have to boost it.
Yeah.
This is the first time Boost is gonna see this kind of promotion at Rise.
Yeah. And what Devlin also needs to realize is he went after Boosel.
Okay, I can hear you now, and it looks like I made it just in time.
No.
It's
You! Devlin went after Boosel.
No, Devlin went after Rising.
Yeah.
Ruba
And
versus Sabas.
oh god, it starts Ruba. So Justin's saying this is Ruba versus Sebas, if you want to watch. This is what he's expecting our fight to go like in the Universe 6 tournament. Oh, this is going to be an interesting fight. Whenever Justin tells me this is Ruba versus Sebas, I always get nervous.
Trial begins.
He is, but you know we love him for it anyways. There is no way that's fucking Titan. There's no way that's fucking Kupka.
I'm a deranged maniac. What do you expect?
I don't know, for you to be a better human being? Ow!
No, it's the Pearly.
This is just a fucking prelude?
So I might be deleting, UO.
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 Who's that? Am I doing good though, Justin?
And tell David to watch
Yeah.
and hear the music. And yes.
There's a problem with that, Justin. I have it coming through my headphones currently, so I can stream. I can change it to where he can hear it in a second after I beat Undertaker, but right now I can't. Torgal, kill.
Meanwhile, keep the headphones in. Trust me.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and put both of them on now then.
You will want to keep those things on.
Vortex! Wow, that was a lot of damage right at the end. I was not expecting to take a whole quarter of his health bar down in 20 seconds.
So good you won't want to take off the headphones.
Favor of lightning thunderstorm. Yes. Let me guess, Kupka.
Seems we're expected.
So this is the power of Muthos.
I don't like you, Harvard.
If you're by the crystal, then yes.
Did the orcs do this too?
Don't think this was the orcs, homie.
God damn it, we're so close. I swear, you better take your shower at 930, bro.
Homie, I don't have to take a shower today. I took one yesterday. I'm not going to get ready for work until about 9:45.
That'll work.
What's up, bud? I don't want to go out the yammer. I went off the side.
What the hell is going on? Are these things here?
Which is him and it would be him and the Usos, wouldn't it? No?
He's bringing his fourth son.
Oh, shit. If Rikishi's coming in with his fourth son, you know you're fucked.
They are holding private court.
When was the last time the tribal court was held?
Not in WWE, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Tribal court shows up, that's family business.
And I mean, the WWE should feel honored that they're seeing that shit.
That is primarily, yes. Yeah,
Bravery. Okay.
Get him.
Man, if it's got to be something to do with Roman. Doesn't mean treat your family like shit. Mm-hmm.
But don't have to be dickhead like
Man, especially the family of all people.
the end is dead. I really hate to say this. If it wasn't for the Usos,
Roman wouldn't have shit. Yeah, no. The Usos were literally the thing. Why am I doing this?
What you guys talking about?
Shit, that's me looking at it. The rise and fall of literally every fucking staple.
No, we were talking about the staple of the Samoan, of the bloodline in WWE. Roman Reigns, the Uso brothers, Solo, and now Rishiki is called a tribal, Rikishi's called a tribal what?
He is heading to tribal court.
Yeah, he's called a tribal court that's going to be on SmackDown. Which means Roman needs to realize he fucked up real bad.
Is this your doing, Ultima?
Well, what you also have to realize is once Roman walks into that ring Solo,
All cards off the table.
Solo walks fuck away. Solo walks fuck away.
Mm-hmm. That's his what, third son? I think, right? Mm-hmm. The older or younger? Well, you know, you have time. I'm just trying to get to the Titan fight that Justin's been telling me to get to for the past 2 days. Oh, which isn't that bad, as long as you keep him inside the tornado. Who's the older brother?
Jonathan. 9 minutes over. Joseph.
That's the door I just came through, isn't it? I don't know where I came from.
No, he's younger. Jimmy and Jay are older.
Okay, so Solo is the younger brother.
Oh, no shit.
So who else will be showing up to the tribal? So who else is showing up to the tribal court?
But where did you go?
Well, we know where Titan is.
The heart. He's in the sanctuary. I can feel it. Come on, Torgal.
Is Torgal back to normal? He is. Oh, I like his fucking Frostbolt Fenrir form. I don't care what anyone says. Video game wise, Torgal best dog. Okay.
Okay. Here we go.
He's bringing his fourth son, is what you said, right? I just want to know who all is actually showing up to the tribal court. Because it sounds like it's going to be more than just Rashiki. I mean, the Rock's going to have to.
Because The Rock was supposed to show up at WrestleMania 39 to put Roman in his fucking place, but didn't because he was filming Jumanji.
His frost thing is his own limit thing, but it's an invisible thing, like Sora's
They can't
anti-forum.
pay me enough.
Ah.
Just what I needed.
Because, you know, when The Rock starts the movie, he usually part of production.
Get him!
You're going back to WWE, aren't you? Hey, no, that's my job. I have the rivalry with him. You said you were gonna give me the rivalry!
Okay, after you wreck these fools, your destiny awaits.
Huh? You gonna be doing a tournament? Who, me? Well, they can come at us then. And when they lose, they know why we have the title. The SmackDown Universal Championship. What happened in the SmackDown one?
Where you just hold square to do combos.
You remember,
Yes.
playing Q. I super kicked Q, stunned Q,
And then Dark.
and then RKO'd the Magnet. And while you were still stunned on the ground, I looked at you, I looked at the Nightmare, looked at his fucking leg.
Well, Dark's still part of our team, isn't he? Yeah, so we technically have all the titles. The same. I mean, he holds the what? The Intercontinental?
Championship, WWE Universal Championship, SmackDown. You got Triple Champion.
Alright, well, Justin says my destiny is behind this door, so I'm gonna go die now, okay?
Benedicta, my everything.
Stand here, .we.go.
I swear to you,
Who's Dark gonna have a fucking rivalry with?
we will never be parted again.
No, I know who Dark should have a rivalry with. Solo.
You got away from her. Benedicta! I'll kill you, Roswell!
burn within you. Oh, the burn without.
Kevin Nash just spoke up about LA Knight.
Really?
So I think that's the big month is compared to Buffy tonight.
No.
Just
Oh, Jesus.
when you touch promos off, with the puck, up with the ball from yeah, you know, I'm not just cut off that money with shit. That's dead. The way you get comes out with times like this. Commanders, response, act, and you will make from.
Yep.
Here we go. Silence from the peanut gallery on now. JK.
Oh, I got both headphones on. Come on. This fucking music, bro. Jesus. Diddy fucking Christ. Get staggered, big boy.
And yes, I did say this is Sebas versus Ruga, but it's up to decide where their fight is.
Let me find out.
Nice trick.
I can lose my goddamn mind.
But if you can do it, it's
Yeah,
so good.
Foundation takes the antitonic, 5 minutes ready. Won't die.
What's up?
Let's find out.
Oh, that'll be fucking amazing.
Watch video, bond stuff, maintenance stuff, bringing stuff. And then they have to get Jared. Look for the stuff that because now Jared is dead. And then goes off into mind stuff. Jared died. Supposed to be born and happy. He died, dragged away by the purpose.
Let's give this a try.
The road down. Where's your flirt?
Come on, Titan, give me an actual fight. Oh shit, that actually hurt. Sorry, Titan. Not gonna happen so easily. Cake flip.
This time, Peanut Gallery hush.
What the hell has he done?
Oh, it's a nickname. The title collector.
Who the fuck invited Ghidorah? Who the fuck invited King Ghidorah to this fight?
Here you go, Anthony. You're fine. Titan. Final phase. Fun fact, you can hold that attack down to do more damage. Right, all the way charged. like DHR music.
Go on, punch me, I dare you. Let's go. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, burn! Damn! Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Round 3. What in the fuck? Boom! Take that, Hugo, you piece of shit.
Toda. Well, now you see what I meant?
Oh shit, he had the mother crystal inside him? That's what, 3 now? Why does it sound like that terrifying screaming lady meme? Aw, Hugo, you turned to stone.
Was Rubo versus Sebas.
Yep. The real hooded man.
Is that you, Ultima? What do you want?
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished.
I hate you,
With
Ultima.
every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable. You were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
Fight it, Clive! Don't let him in!
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
Thank you, Joshua.
One can no more command the power of ether by drowning in its flood than one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Titan was strong.
Your Majesty.
Oh, look, it's Barnabas.
But Mythos is stronger. For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
Hugo Kopka, the man who gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
That the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
Some medicine, my lord? I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope.
I should have realized what was going on between them two.
Forgive me, Terence. That you were my master.
Yeah.
But alas.
I will always be your loyal servant.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Would
that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it? Olivier has been made Emperor. What is the meaning of this? My father's orders. What were they? Quickly!
Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Terence. Yes, my prince. I must go to the palace. I'll ready your steed.
What is it now?
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness. I know you.
At ease.
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned. I hope I'm not interrupting. Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest. How many years has it been since the Remembrance ceremony? 20? I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost? Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
Oh Lord, that was a lot.
So, did you like the boss fight?
That was great. I don't know what part you were talking about. Best one, yes. But I don't know what part during that fight you were talking about, to be honest.
The part where they were falling down.
Oh, okay, yeah, no. Yeah, no, I can agree with that.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border. Clive, you're back.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Coop.
I've already came up with an idea.
We will talk more when I head to work.
All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back.
Do you realize how hard it was keeping that a secret?
Oh yeah, I know how hard it was.
I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Otto. Any Word on the royalist movements since I've been away.
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you. I will.
Ah, the conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
Huh?
May have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map? The kingdom of Waloed claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin.
Oh, fucking hell, that was hilarious.
In 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late,
I think your auto thing is offline or now.
Auto thing? What do you mean?
Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last.
Where the robot thing say whatever I message. I asked if you surprised about the third phase with Titan.
And on
Oh yeah, no, it was definitely a surprise. I thought he was dead, and then he just shows up and punches me in the fucking nose. And I'm like, you motherfucker.
In summary, I know not to what end the royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man. But there is no need to worry about confusion. If one is to cure sickness, one must first identify the symptoms.
You know what I'm gonna do?
And your Lord Uncle
My question is, how close was this mountain to the G?
eye on the royalists' movements.
She didn't say.
Well, there's a possibility I get hit in the head with a rock. The fuck, Kakarot?
What the fuck, Kakarot? Sorry, best buddy.
Not quite all.
Devlin, you need to get a better hold on
The
it.
people of the hideaway must hear the news. Justice has
God,
been done.
Why?
Hugo Kupka is
Because you haven't touched yours that much?
The wounds he left that night are still raw.
Are you going through yours faster than me?
Who lived with Sid the longest.
That's what happens, homie. But you gotta remember, I had a quarter of a bottle before this.
Begin to heal.
But yeah, you have to remember, I had a quarter of a bottle before this, which matches what's there. You and I are smoking the same amount.
What can I say?
Don't worry.
I do change my batteries every 2 days.
I change mine every day.
2 days.
Me every day.
Animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
Hit on.
Yep. You're not wrong, I'll give you that. Alright, time to talk to people.
I have the details here. Study it well, Clive.
Shut up. You're not my dad. You're not my mom. Nectar, what bounties are available? I'll deal with them tomorrow. Holy shit. Okay, well I got a lot to do. I'll have to work on that later. Why do I run this way? I don't know.
I didn't marry her, so she can't hit
well, someone looks pleased with himself.
Yeah.
Not like I have any money.
Escapes you. It's true.
Good.
Sorry, Ellie's texting me on TikTok.
Who?
Don't just stand there gawping.
There's two talks about it. I used to work there, then I had to
If you're gonna buy something,
Right. Oh, she got a lot more in it. Nice.
it'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Jasmine Howard.
Come again.
Good.
Don't.
And that I
Not
was
much
thinking
bothered
about
either way.
maybe looking for
Blackthorn.
active.
Do you have a moment?
What is it?
I wanted to tell
Your comment. Wow, Jacob, you make really good acting.
Drawing you. I'll try to.
Thank you. Something I've been waiting my whole life for.
What do you need?
Tell me I can make a new sword. God damn it. No, I can't.
Not bad, if I do say so myself. You can thank me later. Anything else?
Alright, let's go talk to Hippocrates, and then before I, what time is it, actually? Oof, fuck. Cutting it close. But someone needs to talk to Hippocrates.
No. And with good reason, children. There shall be...
Oh, really?
Finally.
It does.
Thank you, Clive.
Hippocrates, I need to know.
Not even.
But I...
Alas.
A bringer of...
Whether the Ultima... But until I...
Thank you. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
Give Hippocrates the update.
Is yours. I have a few new notes that might interest you. If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
Let's go talk to Otto, and then we'll end the stream there. Unless if there's means to immediate cutscene, then we'll wait till the cutscene's over. Nowhere else really has an update, so we're good.
I'm telling you, it's true.
What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do?
The drunken sailor bird out in the morning.
Running errands or something. Just spreading them.
Sorry.
You're cold? Homie, I am sweating still.
The professor's got a soft side.
Who are you?
I'd never have guessed.
So,
No.
Well, I'm sorry I don't have alcohol money for you.
Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Maybe you need to smoke some more.
I can think of plenty of friends back at the old
Well, it's not as hot as it was outside. Maybe you should go take a smoke. Oh god, tomorrow's gonna suck.
Well, she's been going out very well.
I will. Alright guys, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here today. If you enjoyed the video, please consider hitting that like, and if you like the content I put out, hit that subscribe button, turn it gray, and become part of the Ronin squad. And if you want to get notified the next time I upload, hit that post bell notifications button. And as I said at the beginning of the video, your blood is your honor. Since you made it to this point in the video, your honor has been redeemed. Mayo Bong Hike.